I feel like you're a great.
There we go, Glaze.
I feel like you're a great businessman.
Yep.
But you're not a good. But you're.
This was the note.
Hey, you just dropped. You're bomb. I feel like you're a great businessman, but your leadership skills leave something to be desired. So when I first met you, I referenced you as the Bill Belichick of this shit. What I meant was,
I don't know who that is, for the record.
you know, you know how to like coach and manage people and all those things. But now that I've been here for a month, you strike me more like Doc Rivers. And what I mean by Doc Rivers is,
I like Doc.
I was explain everything.
okay, no, but okay. So let me tell you. So let me tell you. So Doc Rivers, he did something to one of his players, and it ruined him, and he's now out the league with Ben Simmons. He questioned him after a game, and they asked him, "Do you think you can win a championship with Ben Simmons?" And he was like, "I don't know the answer to that." And Ben Simmons was never the same. Now he's 30
That's
years.
a Ben Simmons problem.
Yeah.
No. But if your coach, if the person that you look to say some good things about you can get in between your ears, it could f you up. And that's why I'm just saying, like, I feel like you've been super critical of everything I do. I can't find a clip with you just saying something like, you know what? I like having DoBoy around. He adds something. He adds some spice, some pizzazz.
But here's the thing. When you talk about these coaches, they are coaching professional athletes.
Right.
Do you feel confident that you're a professional podcaster at this time?
I do. And I think
that face right there, that Adam giving off, he don't believe DoBoy. He don't even believe that he a good podcaster. Just the face expression, bro. Look at him. We talking about Adam 22 here. He don't even believe in that. How long do you think that DoBoy gets fired from no jumper? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
that you don't know enough about my resume to even know who you have on your team.
Nobody cares about your resume. We care about what you're doing day to day on the podcast.
Right. So on the podcast, do I feel like I'm a great podcaster? Absolutely. Do I feel like I have insight? Do I feel like I am charismatic? Do I feel like I bring something to the table? Yes, but I just don't feel like you acknowledge any of those things. I feel like
you think that in the...
I ain't gonna lie, my bad if I keep pausing it, but DoBoy, first of all, you came in the no jumper, got a tattoo first 3 days, and then you tell everybody that you was a comedian. You ain't set off not one joke. That made everybody laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on with you, bro? What's going on, for real?
In your life, that there has ever been times in which you might have been overly confident in yourself in some regards?
Absolutely. I felt like I needed to always be there as a fat from Sacramento. I had to sell it to myself before I sold it to the world. So yes, I've always had to envision myself as being bigger than what I am and who I am, and then I had to prove it to myself. So, but I do come with something, and I think that because your lack of knowledge about who I am and where I came from before here, like sometimes I feel like you little boy me in a sense. I feel like you son me in a sense, and I don't understand where that comes from, because when I came to the platform, I came with great ideas. I came with insight. I was the first person who really put this 24-hour stream together, and all people wanted to seem to talk about was DoBoy went to sleep. Okay, well, the fact that DoBoy went to sleep. How about the fact that he put this whole together? Niggas getting mad at me. Then I came to your...
What is you putting it together? You sat at the desk in my building,
yes,
with my hosts, almost all of whom had already been on No Jumper for an extended period of time, and then you stayed on for a long time. Then you took your little cat nap, and then you came back on for a while. I mean, it's like... And look, I'm not taking away from that. I appreciate the enthusiasm of wanting to do a 24-hour stream and everything like that. But it's like, what is that? It's just doing what we already do on the podcast for a long period of time.
Damn. Basically saying you bring no value to No Jumper, Cuddy. In other words, am I wrong? Let me know in the comments. I could be wrong, but what I'm hearing, it sounds like Adam is telling DoBoy, you bring no value to No Jumper. Like, we've been doing this shit. We just added more hours. So it's like, what are you really bringing? You say you was a comedian, you ain't cracked off one joke yet. What you really bringing to No Jumper? Hey, and Adam words though.
And granted, it's kind of hard to even like judge the value of that because it didn't stay online as a result of technical difficulties. So we don't really know. I feel like there weren't exactly like, you know, infinite insane moments that came from this 24-hour stream. I'm not even really sold on the concept of the 24-hour stream in general, but I mean, like what like, okay. And I feel like I have acknowledged what is good about you on the podcast, and I'm even willing to just restate it now, which is that I feel like you are somebody who is very transparent emotionally, and it's like you've created a whole new level at which people on this podcast can watch somebody endure in the face of, I mean, I guess like the main thing I resent is that you're acting like my reception of you has been so negative, when I feel like the things I'm saying, granted I'm like probably more vocal and I'm harsher, but I feel like those things that I'm saying are very much the same things that the vast majority of the other hosts are saying, as well as the fans. Okay. And I feel like I have to speak on behalf of them. And I think that the thing with like TV, with Wildin' Out or whatever, is that you can be in that environment and you don't get this constant loop of feedback where if you have a bad performance on a podcast, you just know.
So do y'all think that Adam, he's taking this personal? You feel me? Like he don't want DoBoy on his show no more? Or is it that he's really he's doing it on behalf of his fans, his viewers? Because I didn't read some comments, and then I didn't heard that if it was basically off the fans' choice to get the host off the shows, then Suspect would have been off, Jaleese would have been off, other couple people would have been off. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if 22 or whatever the fuck you want to call him, no jumper. I don't think he I don't know. I don't know.
On No Jumper, I think everybody here, well, definitely Munchie and Lush, have had the experience of being on camera and then going home at some point or maybe the next day and reading the comments and realizing like what I thought was happening on the podcast is actually a little different than what the fans thought was happening, which is to say, you know, like, and you know, these guys are both awesome, and I don't mean to take away from them at all, but like, there's definitely been times where like, you know, you look at the comments after and you're like, oh. Like,
when I'm off that butt water, anything's possible.
No. Even Kobe have a bad game. Hey, but no, for real. You go home and you think in real time, that's the awareness shit we was talking about. Having awareness, you know what I'm saying?
No,
self-awareness,
and I get that, and maybe I'm probably, because I'm an artist, I'm more sensitive than most people. Like I wear my
artist, a comedian, a
comedians
DJ,
are some of the most sensitive people in the world. To be very honest, like we care.
But in another sense, they're the most insensitive people in the world, as evidenced by this Kevin Hart roast, in which, you know, a lot of jokes were being made that like literally nobody in society would ever make typically. Right. And apparently, you know, a lot of normal people were really offended by these, whereas the majority of the comedy community, I think, was like, well, that's what we do. We make jokes about cancer and slavery and
right. Well, in 2026,
Judaism
is supposed to be the last bastion of free speech,
where we can just be, you know, free. And so then that just takes it to my next issue with you, Adam. So the next thing was, you know, with the Nick Cannon thing, that meant something to me. I know it didn't mean a ton to you, but let me ask you this: the chick that you bailed on us for to go rail her, what's her name?
Was the
Violet Myers.
Okay, is she like?
I don't blame you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was there?
Most people probably.
That was the worst thing.
It very easily could have been some random ass hoe, right? It's like, who? The Violet Myers.
Nah.
Who's a bigger joint, Violet Myers and Nick Cannon? I think there's a debate to be had.
See, that's what I be talking about.
I'm saying she's kind of like the most elite, or at least like probably top 10 in the adult industry.
Fools are bailing on Jay-Z interviews to fuck Violet Myers.
Okay, but let me tell you how. Let me tell you, and Nick Cannon would probably never say this to me because, you know, I just don't think that he would. I feel like that just made me look like just practice squad after that, because you are the man in this place, and we had moved things around already. So we had already put it. Moose, back me up on this. We had already said we was gonna do it at this at whatever time it was. Supposed to be 12 o'clock. The day before, you hop in there like, I gotta nail this chick. So
no, I mean, I had the 2 plug talks planned that day for like months in advance. So I feel like I told you like pretty far in advance.
But we had put this in the group chat that this was supposed to be the time that we were going to do it.
Yeah,
then
Adam had a little nonchalant energy a little bit about it. He was for sure like, it was like being talked about in the group text. Adam was kind of not responding, and then DoBoy was like, okay, so we good for 12, right? And Adam's like, what the no,
and
you know
so
what I'm saying?
then,
we gotta move it back. I got shit
why
to
y'all
do.
don't look at it like he like y'all got it? That's like, you know what I'm saying?
There's 2 sides to this for sure. I'm just letting Doe get his narrative.
Right. So then even after even the day of, I don't have that much juice in Nick Cannon's life. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. If I had the opportunity to be at No Jumper, nigga, I'm gonna take that motherfucking chance, nigga. Even when Adam not even on the camera, you know what I'm saying? I don't. Hey, I'm perform, nigga. I'm gonna do my Dougie. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you sitting down in front of 5 million subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of people. I don't care if the boss is here or not, nigga. I'm gonna do my job. You feel me? That's just me. I'm gonna get my opportunity. I'm gonna get it shining. I don't know what Doughboy talking about. Oh, he needed you damn near acting like you needed a babysitter, nigga. You don't need no babysitter. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a head honcho of this motherfucker to babysit you and see if this interview go good or not. I'm just saying, like, bro. Now me, I would. Hey, I'm telling you.
I was like, hey, you know, apparently there
But
was
I fuck with Doughboy,
a
though.
miscommunication. You said what?
Hey, Nick.
Hey, like, hey, what up? What up, bro?
So
Zaddy.
I went back to him, and I'm thinking he's gonna cancel because he's so busy. He was like, "No, though, I know this is important to you. I'll move some stuff around." So then we say 7:00. So then you agree to 7:00. Then as we're here, you're like, "Okay, I'm gonna show up 15, 20 minutes later." So I'm thinking you're going to be there the whole time. Then you just don't show up, and I'm okay with that, and I can live with that. Then you show up to the next day to the show like, did y'all see that ass interview with Doughboy and Moose? Oh my God, they don't have any chemistry. It's our 4th podcast together. And we thought Big Homie was going to be there.
I reviewed the podcast. If it was dope, I would have said it was dope.
And we
I think I was objective.
No, but
if anything, I think I went easy.
But could you understand my disposition if I'm using the small juice that I have and to bring my friend here, which I think is a really, really big name, you just kind of brush it off one time because you had some schedules. Okay, cool. Then when you say that you're going to do something, you didn't do it. Then you criticize what we did when you weren't there. That's why I was just like, man, does Adam not really like me in real life?
Hey, hold on. Nick Cannon could have been like one of the easiest interviews to knock out, bro.
Yeah, and I've interviewed him like 3 times or something.
But that makes it a harder interview.
No, it don't.
He has a million interviews that people have asked him everything.
You watched his whole life, bro. You know everything to ask him.
But do you understand that I was thinking it was going to be a conversative thing with bro, he was going to be there, and then I'm having to change it on the fly. I had a bunch of questions, but I didn't want to make it feel like formulaic or like I was just asking a bunch of questions. I had stuff that I wanted to interject, but I thought my co-host partner was going to be there, and he wasn't. I just wanted to take you to task for that. Like, I kind of felt like you left me hanging, champ. That's how I feel.
Right. I mean, honestly, like you were talking so mile a minute during the podcast that when I did watch it, I was kind of like, yeah, like if I was there, I don't really know how I would have interjected because I also feel like Moose was talking a lot. You guys were kind of like just rapid fire questions. And, you know, I'm gonna be real, like I had stuff I had to do. I just like, sometimes when I have a plug talk day, sometimes the girls just decide to show up an hour late or sometimes different things just take too long. And it's like, that's why I said like, oh, I'm going to be 15, 20 minutes late. And then the scene or whatever ends up taking a little bit longer. All of a sudden I'm realizing like, oh, I'm not going to be 20 minutes late. I'm going to be 40 minutes late. And then I realized like by the time I got done the scenes, I come out, you guys are already wrapped. Right. So, you know,
of course, nigga, you think we just, bro, Adam, what the fuck you be doing, Cuddy? What do you be doing? It's like, damn near all your hosts is, well, majority of them is black. Could we say that? Can we say that Adam 22 is host damn near, or majority of them is black? We got Spuddy Face, we got Aunt Hefe, we got the other New York dude. There's a lot of dudes, Suspect, all of them, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, if Nick Cannon was showing up to your building and you only interviewed him 3-4 times, nigga, don't you think you should get that fifth interview in? You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't just no regular person at the end of the day. Nigga got his own show. Nigga, he's nigga, come on, we talking about Nick Cannon here. Nigga that was in movies. Come on now.
Want to do that, and I understand that could be taken disrespectfully and everything like that, but at the end of the day, my review of the podcast was the same way that I would review any podcast. And you know,
so no criticism. Wait, it is criticism.
I don't know. I just don't know what to tell you. Like I'm just not really in the business of being nice
to
make
no,
people
like,
feel good.
Favoritism.
If anything, I'm just gonna tell you what I think. And even if it's like not the best thing for my life or relationships or anything like that.
And I get that, but just understand from me, I already was 2.5 episodes into the I'm trying to get the audience to somewhat like me because they seem to just hate everything that comes out.
But again, though, boy, if you say you're the better podcaster, you say you're a professional podcaster, then you should know what to do, know what to say, know to, you know what I'm saying, and what to set the standard and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like you should know that. But what's going on? If you claim you this and that, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I give it about a couple more months. I fuck with DoBoy, but you might not make it.
Out of my mouth. And so I feel like this could be a good moment. They could look at it like DoBoy brought his homie Nick Cannon. This is so it meant a lot more to me than I understand that it meant to you, and I understand that other things come up, but I just wanted to at least address you about it. And say,
I understand that was not ideal from your perspective, and that you would have felt a little bit more appreciated though if I had been there. Right. I mean, you know, and realistically, we could have done that. It would have just involved us telling Nick Cannon, hey, wait an extra hour, which I'm sure he didn't want to do. I'm sure he wanted to go home and chill or whatever at the end of that day, since it was like 7 p.m. or whatever when that thing got filmed. So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't ideal, and I do apologize because I wish that I could have done it. But ultimately, it's like, this is kind of what happens here sometimes, that there's definitely like podcasts where my schedule's kind of all over the place. I'm trying to squeeze things in. That one just didn't really work out. I guess like my question is, why do you think that the fans have these feelings towards you?
Because I feel like
let me tell you, because you got a tattoo within the fucking first month. Not even the first month. I think it was like within the first 3 days of No Jumper. You got a big ass tattoo, the logo, bro. Who does that? That's a people pleaser. That's called glazing. That's called what? Spody face, whatever. That's in his words. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it's just like I done worked at so many fast food places, and I ain't never thought of getting a damn logo on my body, bro. I don't know if this nigga thought he was finna get employee of the month, or people was finna automatically just like him just because, the loyalty of the tattoo or something. I don't know. But that was a downfall. The aura just went down. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping a buck from what the fans are saying. Now, you claim you a comedian. Nigga, you ain't cracked off not one joke. You ain't made me laugh, bro. And I watched No Jumper 24/7. So it's like, what's going on? What's going on? You know? And third, bro, you just coming off too, how would I say? Just too crazy, bro. Like you just coming off too damn crazy. Like you forcing all this shit. Like I don't know how to I ain't gonna say it because it's not even me for to say. I'm just reacting, and I fuck with DoBoy because the energy. But it's just like you doing too much to please people, and not everybody gotta get pleased. You know what I'm saying? Be you, Cuddy. Don't try to be like the next person that was on No Jumper. Bro, don't do that. Cause what I see, you probably been studying No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? You probably been seeing that who left, who got fired, who, you know what I'm saying? So you know that, if I probably come in, get this tattoo, he gonna like me off the bat. That's not the case. I done fired people for way less, I think. You know what I'm saying? Tam, what happened to Tam? She got fired for eating some mangoes. Candy mangoes. Yo, boy, you better stop playing, nigga. You gonna lose your job. I'm trying to tell you, that tattoo don't mean shit. It don't. I'm trying to tell people when it comes to Adam, hey, and you gotta take this. You gotta take this chance wisely, bro. Honestly. That's like if my manager telling me that, you have to open up the store the next day. But I'll be there. But I'm gonna open up with you. And she tells me that she's gonna be a little bit late. Nigga, I'm gonna still open up that damn store. Feel me? I'm gonna still open up that store regardless if my manager is not there. I just know that she told me that it was fine for me to open up the store. So I'm gonna still get my Dougie in. I don't know why he think he needed a babysitter at Adam 22 for an interview. You know what I'm saying? That's whack. But it is what it is, though.